Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the Howling Hour. I am Rob, and I'm super excited because we got our first, at least for Hollywood, we got our first house announcement, and it is that Sinners will be one of the 8 houses that is coming to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. Now, it was announced earlier this week, or depending on when this video comes out, maybe last week, who knows? Um, but it was announced earlier this week that we will be getting Sinners as a haunted house at Universal Studios Hollywood. And I was super excited for this. Sinners being probably my top three, if not my number one movie from 2025. Directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan, playing dual roles as Smoke and Stack twins. Um, if the movie follows them, I think it believes takes place in the 1930s in Mississippi. They're starting up a juke joint, and that's the movie. And I'm really excited to see how it translates over to an HHN house. In the press release, they went through over a lot of stuff that what we're gonna see and the characters we're gonna see, and that I don't want to read all that to you. I kind of just want to give you my thoughts and my opinion on what I want to see in this house. Now, obviously, we're gonna get staple characters like Annie, Remick, Smoke, and Stack, Cornbread, and a plethora of other characters. And I'm excited for that. But I really want to see some scenes, some standout spots, at least for me, that I've seen in the movie that I'm like, okay, I would really like to see that play out in an HHN house. Now, the juke joint is going to be a main part of this walkthrough, obviously. But one of the other scenes or kind of areas I would like to see them translate is the kind like the convenience store when they go into town, even that little town that they go into before they actually the juke joint gets started up, when they're trying to like get people to get alcohol and get food, like where they're around kind of like, hey, help us start up the juke joint. That little town, I would like to see that convenience store, maybe go through there, something happen in there. Whether a scene in the movie is scary or not, I know that HHN can translate it and make it scary. So that's one area I would like to see. And there are just a couple of more. Just stand out, like when Remick shows up at that house and he asks those people to come in when he's being hunted. I would like to see that scene kind of play out. But those are just a couple scenes that I would like. Oh man, I feel like this would be really cool. Even the house that Remick first shows up at, even if we had to like walk through there a little bit and we see him off in the corner, I think that would play really well. But overall, I'm really excited for this house. Again, this being probably my favorite movie and a great horror movie from 2025. I'm excited to see how it plays out as a house at HHN. Obviously the music. Oh man, the music is gonna be. John Murdy had said the music is gonna be very prevalent in this house. It'll be there, and that was one of the huge things about Sinners was the score and just the music and Sammy, the way he played, especially that one scene where it's kind of like going throughout the times as he's playing, like his music is transcending generations. So if how they play that, how that works in that house, I hope they pull it off. I'm excited to see how they do it. But so what do you think? What do you think about Sinners coming? Or are you excited for it, or were you one of the people who just wasn't a big fan of the movie, but you are a fan of HHN and you want to see how it's going to play out? Let me know. But also with that Sinners announcement, there was ticket prices announcements. So let's go over that real quick. And I just want to point out a few things. And also thanks to my buddy Scott at Explaining Attractions for making this little graph. Now, these are just starting prices for the tickets. Depending on what day you go, they're gonna they're gonna fluctuate. Most likely, they're gonna fluctuate up, depending if you want to go on like on a Friday night or a Saturday night, as opposed to maybe a Thursday or a Sunday. So, and also too, just a little side note, there are a few tickets that have gone up a little bit in price, just so you can plan accordingly. But your general admission tickets are going to start at $77. The express, that's a one-time express, is going to start at $249. The unlimited express is going to start at $289. Frequent fare is $179, and the ultimate fare is $299. Early access is $20. The 2 p.m. day night combo is 117, and the 2 p.m. Day night combo with express is 309. And your RIP tour starts at three. I'm sorry, not three. Starts at 439. Now, there is a little bit of a jump in a couple of ticket prices. As you can see, the Express has jumped up, and the Unlimited Express has jumped up $20. So you want to plan accordingly to that if that's something that you do. And the early entry has also jumped up $5, and the day night combo, the 2 p.m. day night combo express has jumped up $10, and the RIP tour has also went up $20. And again, now these prices I just mentioned are just starting prices. They will go up the later in the season and the day you go in the season. So like I said, Thursday or Friday, Friday or Saturday, you're probably going to pay the premium amount, whereas Thursday and Sunday, the tickets might be a few dollars less. But also another thing to mention is with that price jump in the Express and Unlimited Express, also the RIP and the Express, the day night combo, you are the only tickets that will have access to Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift. So you have to keep that in mind. Not only are you getting that, but also you are getting access, and you will be the only tickets who have access to ride Hollywood Drift. So for general admission, they will not be permitted to ride that ride that day that they go. But from my understanding, they will be able to ride everything else, just not Fast and the Furious. So keep that in mind. If that's something that's important to you, you might want to spring for one of those express tickets or the day night combo express. So all that being said, what are your thoughts on Sinners coming to Halloween Horror Nights and the ticket prices? Are you thinking of getting one of those express tickets so you can ride Fast and the Furious? Or are you just going to strictly do the houses? Leave some comments below. I love hearing them, love reading them. Get back to you on those. And if you have not liked this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you had not subscribed to the Halloween Hour, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Saying all that, thank you for watching this video, and remember, run with a pack.